Vandeham Sri Guru Shiyata Parakalam Sri Guru Vaishnavam Sya Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Ragunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savazutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Paran Sahagana Lalita Shivishikam Vitam Sya Om Ajnana Timaranda Sya Gyana Jana Shalakya Chakshurum Milidam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Gorva Bhistam Supurakam Gurganara Sesha Sambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samasta Veda Nipunam Shri Rupa Patanugam Govinda Bidam Ujwalam Bharatanum Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Mande Vishwagurun Shah Divyat Bhagavat Prem Noe Bija Pradam Devam Divyatanum Suchandavaranam Balarka Chelan Shitam Sandrananda Puram Sadeka Varanam Vairagya Vidyamburim Sri Siddhanta Nidhim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Baram Banditam Shivadam Madeka Sharanam Nyasishvara Sridharam Manshakopatarubyasya Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahavaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gaurata Vishay Namah. So we're hearing from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. This is with translation and commentary by Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupad. This is Adi-lila, chapter 8. The author receives the order of Krishna and Guru. Bande Chaitanya Devam Tam Bhagavantam Yad Ichaya Prasabam Nartyate Chitram Leka Range Jadopi Ayam. I offer my respects to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, by whose desire I have become like a dancing dog and suddenly taken to the writing of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, although I am a fool. I offer my respects to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, by whose desire I have become like a dancing dog and suddenly taken to the writing of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, although I am a fool. Jaya Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Gaurachandra, Jaya Jaya Paramananda, Jaya Nityananda. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is known as Gaurasundar. I also offer my respectful obeisances unto Nityananda Prabhu, who is always very joyful. Jaya Jaya Dvaitacharya Kripamoy, Jaya Jaya Gadadhar Pandita Mahashai. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto Advaitacharya, who is very merciful, and also to that great personality Gadadhar Pandit, the learned scholar. Jaya Jaya Shivasadi Jata Bhaktagan Pranata Hoya Bandhan Sabaracharan. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto Srivas Thakur and all the other devotees of the Lord. I fall down to offer them respect. I worship their lotus feet. Mukha Kavitvam Kore Mukha Kavitva Kore Jad Sabarasmarane Pangugiri Lange Anda Deke Taragane. By remembering the lotus feet of the Panchatattva, a dumb man can become a poet, a lame man can cross mountains, and a blind man can see the stars in the sky. Esab Namane Jay Pandita Sakala Tasavar Vidyapata Bekakolahal. The education cultivated by so-called learned scholars who do not believe these statements of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita is like the tumultuous croaking of frogs. Esab Namane Jeba Kore Krishna Bhakti Krishna Kripa Nahi Tare Nahi Taragati. One who does not accept the glories of the Panchatattva but still makes a show of devotional service to Krishna can never achieve the mercy of Krishna or advance to the ultimate goal. Purve Chaiche Jarasandha Adi Rajagan Vedadharma Kore Kore Vishnura Pujan. Formerly kings like Jarasandha, the father-in-law of Kamsa, strictly followed the Vedic rituals, thus worshipping Lord Vishnu. Krishna nahi mane tate daitya kore mani Chaitanya nam manile taiche daitya tarijani. One who does not accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead is certainly a demon. Similarly, anyone who does not accept Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Krishna, the same Supreme Lord, is also to be considered a demon. Morena manile sab loka havinash iti lage kriparda Prabhu korila sannyas. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu thought, unless people accept me, they will all be destroyed. Thus the merciful Lord accepted the sannyas order. Sannyasi budye kore, sannyasi budye more, korive namaskar, tatape kandive duka paibe nishtar. If a person offers obeisances to me, even due to accepting me only as an ordinary sannyasi, his material distresses will diminish and he will ultimately get liberation. Hena kripa moy Chaitanya na bhaje jay jan sarvotama hoy leo tare asure ganan. One who does not show respect unto this merciful Lord, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, or does not worship him should be considered a demon, even if he is very much exalted in human society. Ateva puna kahon urdva bahuhaya Chaitanya Nityananda bhaja kutarka chariya. Therefore I say again, lifting my arms, O fellow human beings, please worship Sri Chaitanya and Nityananda without false arguments. Jariva tarkika kohe tarka se praman tarka shastre siddha jay se sevyaman. Logicians say, unless one gains understanding through logic and argument, how can one decide upon a worshipable deity? Say Krishna Chaitanya Doya Koraha Bichar Bichara Korite Chitte Pabe Chamatkar. If you are indeed interested in logic and argument, kindly apply it to the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If you do so, you will find it to be strikingly wonderful. Bahujanma Kore Jadi Shravana Kirtan Tabu Tana Pai Krishna Pade Premadan. If one is infested with the 10 offenses in the chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, despite one's endeavor to chant the holy name for many births, one will not get the love of Godhead that is the ultimate goal of this chanting. Jnanata sulabha muktir bhuktir yagyadi punyata sayam sadhana sahasrar hari bhakti sadurlabha. By cultivating philosophical knowledge, one can understand one's spiritual position and thus be liberated. And by performing sacrifices and pious activities, one can achieve sense gratification in a higher planetary system. But the devotional service of the Lord is so rare that even by executing hundreds and thousands of such sacrifices, one cannot obtain it. Krishna Jadi Chute Bhakti Bhukti Mukti Diya Kabu prema bhakti na dena rakena lukaya. For a devotee, if a devotee wants liberation or material sense gratification from the Lord, Krishna immediately delivers it. But pure devotional service he keeps hidden. Rajan patir gurur alam bhavantam yarunam daivam priya kulapati kvacha kinkaro vaha astveva anga bhagavan bhajatam mukundo muktam dadate karichit smana bhakti yogam. The great sage Narada said, "My dear Maharaj Yudhishthira, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, is always ready to help you. He is your master, guru, God, very dear friend, and head of your family. Yet sometimes he agrees to act as your servant or order carrier. You are greatly fortunate because this relationship is possible only by bhakti yoga. The Lord can give liberation, mukti, very easily, but he does not very easily give one bhakti yoga because by that process he is bound to the devotee." Hena prema Sri Chaitanya Adi-lila jata tata jagai madai paryanta anyaran kakata. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has freely given the love of Krishna. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has freely given this love of Krishna everywhere and anywhere, even to the most fallen, such as Jagai and Madai. What then to speak of those who are already pious and elevated? Swatantra Ishwara Prema Niguda Bandara Bilaila Jare Thare Na Koila Bichara. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself, is fully independent. Therefore, although it is the most confidentially stored benediction, he can distribute love of Godhead to anyone and everyone without consideration. Adyapiya Deka Chaitanya Nama Jai Loy Krishna Premi Pulakashru Vivala Na Se Hoy. Whether he is offensive or inoffensive, anyone who even now chants Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda is immediately overwhelmed with ecstasy and tears fill his eyes. Nityananda Balite Hoy Krishna Premodoy Aulaya Sakala Anga Ashru Ganga Bai Nityananda Balite Hoy Krishna Premodoy Aulaya Sakala Anga Ashru Ganga Noy Ashru Ganga Bai. Simply by talking of Nityananda Prabhu, one awakens one's love for Krishna. Thus all his bodily limbs are agitated by ecstasy, and tears flow from his eyes like the waters of the Ganges. Krishna Nam Kore Aparadir Bichar Krishna Bolite Aparadir No Hoy Vikar. There are offenses to be considered while chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. Therefore, simply by chanting Hare Krishna, one does not become ecstatic. Tad asma sarar, tad asma saram hridayam patedam yad vriyamanar harim namadeyai na vikriyetata yadavikaro netre jalam gatra ruheshu harshaha. If one's heart does not change, tears do not flow from one's eyes, one's body does not shiver, and one's bodily hairs do not stand on end as one chants the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, it should be understood that one's heart is as hard as iron. This is due to his offenses at the lotus feet of the Lord's holy name. Ek Krishna name kore sarva papanash premera sharana bhakti korema prakash. Simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra without offenses vanquishes all sinful activities. Thus pure devotional service, which is the cause of love of Godhead, becomes manifested. Premera udaye hoy, premera uday. Shveta kampa pulakadi, gangadash shudar. When one's transcendental loving service to the Lord is actually awakened, it generates transformations in the body such as perspiration, trembling, throbbing of the heart, faltering of the voice, and tears in one's God, and tears in the eyes. When one's transcendental loving service to the Lord is actually awakened, it generates transformations in the body such as perspiration, trembling, throbbing of the heart, faltering of the voice, and tears in the eyes. Anayase bhava shaya Krishnadas, anayase bhavaj koi Krishnadas sevan, ek Krishna namer fale pai etadan. As a result of chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, one makes such great advancement in spiritual life that simultaneously one's material existence terminates and one receives love of Godhead. The holy name of Krishna is so powerful that by chanting even one name, one very easily achieves these transcendental riches. Ena Krishna Namachari Loy Bahu Hena Krishna Namachari Loy Bahubar Tabujare Prema Nahi Nahi Ashudar Tabijani Aparada Tahate Prachur Krishna Nama Bija Tahe Nakore Ankur. If one chants the exalted holy name of the Lord again and again, and yet one's love for the Supreme Lord does not develop and tears do not appear in one's eyes, it is evident that because of one's offenses in chanting, the seed of the holy name of Krishna does not sprout. Chaitanya Nityananda Nahi Esaba Bichar Namaloite Premadena Bahe Ashudar. But if one only chants with some slight faith the holy name of Lord Chaitanya Nityananda, very quickly one is cleansed of all offenses. Thus, as soon as one chants the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, he feels the ecstasy of love for God. But if one only chants with some slight faith the holy names of Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda, very quickly one is cleansed of all offenses. Thus, as soon as one chants the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, he feels the ecstasy of love for God. Swatantra Ishvara Prabhu Atyanta Udar Tarena Bajile Kabuna Hoinistar. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the independent Supreme Personality of Godhead, is greatly magnanimous. Unless one worships him, one can never be liberated. Ore Muda Lok Shuna Chaitanya Mangal Chaitanya Mahima Jate Jani Re Sakal. O fools, just read Sri Chaitanya Mangal. By reading this book, you can understand all the glories of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Chaitanya Mangal by Vrindaban Das Thakur later was named Chaitanya Bhagavad. O fools, just read Sri Chaitanya Mangal. By reading this book, you can understand all the glories of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna Lila Bhagavate Kohe Veda Vyas Chaitanya Lila Ravyasa Vrindavana Das. As Vyasadeva has compiled all the pastimes of Lord Krishna in Srimad Bhagavatam, Thakur Vrindavan Das has depicted the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. Vrindavana Das Koila Chaitanya Mangal Jahara Shravane Nashe Sarva Amangal. Thakur Vrindavan Das has composed Sri Chaitanya Mangal. Hearing this book annihilates all misfortune. Chaitanya Nitai Rajate Janiye Mahima Jate Jani Krishna Bhakti Siddhantaranam. By reading Sri Chaitanya Mangal, one can understand all the glories and truths of Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda and come to the ultimate conclusion of devotional service to Lord Krishna. Bhagavate Jat Bhakti Siddhantarasar Likijachan Ihajane Korean Udar. In Sri Chaitanya Mangal, later known as Chaitanya Bhagavat, Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur has given the conclusion and essence of devotional service by quoting the authoritative statements of Srimad Bhagavatam. Chaitanya Mangal Shune Jade Pashandi Jaban Seha Maha Vaishnava Hoy Kutakshan. Chaitanya Mangala Shane Jari Pashandi Javan Seho Maha Vaishnava Hoy Datakan. Even if a great atheist hears Sri Chaitanya Mangal, he immediately becomes a great devotee. Manushe Manushe Bachite Nare Aiche Grantadanya Vrindavana Das Mukhe Bhakta Sri Chaitanya. The subject matter of this book is so sublime that it appears that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has personally spoken through the writings of Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur. Vrindavana Das Pari Koti Namaskar Ache Granta Kori Teho Tarila Samsar. I offer millions of obeisances unto the lotus feet of Vrindavan Das Thakur. No one else could write such a wonderful book for the deliverance of all fallen souls. Narayani Chaitanyara Uchishta Bhajan Tara Garbe Janmila Sedasha Vrindaban. Narayani eternally eats the remnants of the food of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Srila Vrindavan Thakur was born of her womb. Jara hi Tare ki adbhuta Chaitanya Charitra Varnan Jahara Shavane Shuddha Koila Tribhuvan. What a wonderful description he has given of the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. Anyone in the three worlds who hears it is purified. Ateva Bhajalok Chaitanya Nityananda Kandive Samsara Dukkha Pabe Premananda. I fervently appeal to everyone to adopt the method of devotional service given by Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda, and thus be freed from the miseries of material existence and ultimately achieve the loving service of the Lord. Vrindavanadas Koila Chaitanya Manga Bhakti Chaitanya Lila Varnila Sakal. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur has written Sri Chaitanya Mangal, and therein described in all respects the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur has written Sri Chaitanya Mangal, and therein described in all respects the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. So I'm going to stop here, and tomorrow we'll continue. Hare Haraya Nama Krishna Jadavaya Nama
Hare Haraya Nama Krishna Jadavaya Namaha
Jadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama
Jadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha
Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan
Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan
Giridhari Gopinatha Manana Mohan
Giridhari Gopinath
Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chanda Dharadhara Shiva Sadi Gora Bhakta Vrinda Jayupa Sanatam Bhakta Raguna Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Rasa Raguna Echai Gosai Kori Charana Bandhan Jao Ete Vignana Shabisa Puran Echai Gosai Jar Muitanadan Pastabar Padarenu Mora Panchagras Hare Charana Sevi Bhakta Saniban Janame More Avilas Echai Gosai Jabe Bhaje Kodaban Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Korila Prakash Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan Sri Guru Guru Vaishnava Pade Marjai Aman.
Sri Guru Vaishnava Pade Marjai Aman.
Sri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Koriyan.
Sri Guru Vaishnava Pade
Harinam Sankirtana Kohe Narasamudan.
Harinam Sankirtana Kohe Narasamudan.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaura Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Nitai Gaura Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Jai Saparikara Shri Guru Guranga Gandharvika Giridhariju Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Tilak Neri Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmawacharya Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramansa Paravajaka Charya Tara Sarashi Shimad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramansa Paravajaka Charya Tara Sarashi Shimad Srila Bhakti Rakakshira Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Namachari Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopal Bhatta Das Raghunath Shad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Prem Se Go Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Shri Gaura Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Srila Vrindaban Das Thakur Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavad Ki Jai. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. Vishvaparanya Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupad Ki Jai. Srila Bhakti Kusham Ashram Maharaj Ki Jai. Anandikoti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Sri Navadip Dham Ki Jai. Sri Mayapur Ki Jai. Saparshada Sri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Saparshada Shriman Mahaprabhu Ki Jai. Sri Koladvip Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai. Soquel Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Sevashram Ki Jai. Ganga Devi Ki Jai. Tulasi Maharani Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Shri Vrindaban Dham Ki Jai. Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Govardhan Sham Kuna Radha Kunda Kalindi Yamuna Jo Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. All the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari